Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. I'm always fascinated by what people eat and what people consider to be healthy eating and how they get caught up in the marketing hype that the food manufacturers promote and just the whole idea of the multi-million dollars that these companies make off of false marketing. And I've had a couple conversations this week with people who were all excited about eating healthy because for breakfast they were eating a tiny little carton of yogurt. Greek yogurt, yeah. Even another crazy marketing idea. And these were very large people. And again, all they said they ate was this tiny little carton of yogurt. And as I talked and they shared their story, actually one person had a second carton for lunch. So for breakfast he had this tiny little carton of yogurt, and for lunch he had a tiny little carton of yogurt, nothing else. And a couple other people that we talked about yogurt, they did have salads and other stuff for lunch, but the salads had a lot of fatty dressings and chicken and other fatty meats in there. And what I found out from all of them is that long about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they ended up famished. They were so hungry. And it's like they went out of control. And they were either in the break room at work getting cookies or donuts, or they were running downstairs to Starbucks and getting a muffin, and they started eating mid-afternoon and didn't stop till they went to bed at night. But every morning they start out healthy, eating yogurt. And so when I was doing some research on something else, when I came across this article by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, I was particularly drawn to it because it talks about false marketing and particularly to yogurt. And it's called the SICK, S-I-C-K Awards, Expose the Worst in Junk Food Marketing. And it reads that Greek yogurt companies promise to transform consumers into Adonis, but they wildly overhype yogurt's supposed benefits and fail to warn consumers of its adverse health consequences. That's why Dannon received the Physicians Committee inaugural SICK, which stands for Social Irresponsibility Toward Consumers and Kids Award, for its Greek yogurt 2014 Super Bowl ad. The SICK Award alerts consumers to the millions of dollars restaurant chains and food manufacturers spend on misleading advertising and other efforts that push unhealthful foods. In 2009 and 2010, Dannon paid more than $50 million in settlements related to false advertising regarding the probiotic content of its products. I hear a lot of folks talking about gotta have yogurt for probiotics, and yet Dannon ended up having to pay $50 million because they were promoting it as probiotic food, and it's not. The SICK Award also provides consumer resources to help them make healthful food choices. Yogurt has gained an undeserved reputation as a healthful snack, but the high-calorie, high-sugar product is actually comparable to ice cream or pudding. In addition, dairy consumption is linked with increases in both ovarian and prostate cancer. Men who consume the highest amounts of yogurt raise their risk of prostate cancer by 52%, says a study published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers, and Prevention. And again, this was published by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. You know, folks, I'm all about promoting health and wellness and supporting people and making healthy lifestyle changes. And from all the research that I've been doing since 1997, and looking at the history of how people have eaten since the beginning of mankind, overall healthy people throughout the world, throughout history, have eaten plant-based foods. They've eaten root vegetables, they've eaten grains, they've eaten beans and rice, and they've eaten a little bit of fruit. The people throughout history who were fat and sick were the kings and queens, the wealthy people, the ones who had the money and the ability to eat lots of animal products, including fish and poultry. And the peasants were overall very healthy, but they lived on root vegetables, they lived on grains. And in our society today, 65% of the U.S. population is overweight. And we have the diseases of kings and queens to show for it. And people are eating lots of meat. They're eating lots of dairy products, all in the name of health. And thinking they got to have their protein and all this crazy marketing stuff. When the reality is, what we really should be eating is food that looks like we dug it out of the earth, picked it off a plant or bush or out of a tree. And people say, well, how do I make such a radical lifestyle change? And I point out to them, well, it really isn't all that radical. That what's radical is how people are eating today, because never in recorded history have populations eaten the way that we eat in this country, and actually now around the world, and never in recorded history have people been this sick. So, but the way to make lasting lifestyle change is by making that commitment to yourself that you deserve health and wellness, and that you start eating a plant-based lifestyle and promoting it within your family. And the piece to help you support that is to learn self-hypnosis. And here in my Bainbridge Island office, in my office in downtown Seattle, over in Forks when I'm over there, and now online in several states and countries around the world, I teach you self-hypnosis, and I coach you on how to use hypnosis and taking control of your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors so that you have a healthy desire for the grains, the vegetables, and the fruit, and a large amount of no desire for the foods that make you fat and sick. Things like yogurt and cheese and the chicken, the fish, the beef, the pork. So if you're serious about improving your health, if you'd like to reduce the pain and inflammation in your body, if you're suffering with an autoimmune disease or you're overweight, and would like to change all that and improve on that and improve your health environment, then give me a call at 206-903-1232 or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com, and let me know how to support you. And if you live too far away from Puget Sound, then together you and I can create a program where I can coach you and support you and educate you on how to put these tools to work so that you too can have health benefits. So give me a call, send me an email, and let me know how to support you. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.